Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Reviews by James. Today I'll be taking a look at Super Monkey Ball, a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube.
Well, usually I start my reviews with the story of the game, but seeing as there isn't really a story to Super Monkey Ball, I can't very well say much about it, can I? It's monkeys inside of balls. That's all you really need to know about the game. Super Monkey Ball was originally released as an arcade cabinet in Japan in 2001. The standalone arcade game was just called Monkey Ball. In late 2001, it was ported over as a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube. It was also a title for the wannabe cell phone and gaming machine N-Gage. It was developed by Sega and Amusement Vision. This was Sega's debut title on a Nintendo system due to the fact that, unfortunately, their own Sega Dreamcast hardware died out earlier in 2001. Fortunately though, Super Monkey Ball doesn't fail to disappoint. What makes this game so good, you might ask? Well, it's fun but challenging, and it caters to the player no matter what skill level they are at. The main mode of the game is an arcade-style mode where you must roll through the stages, avoiding obstacles and try not to fall off the sides. If you do this, you rip the goal tape and it's on to the next stage. There are also bananas to collect that reward you with a 1-up if you manage to obtain 100 of them. The game lets you pick from 4 different monkeys. Each of them have different attributes, whether it be speed, control, or weight advantages. There really is no telling which monkey will be right for you, so you just kinda have to experiment with them all. The graphics really look great, even still in 2014, 13 years after the initial release of this game. Wow, has it really been that long already? Needless to say, when I got my Nintendo GameCube in Christmas of 2003, this was one of the first games to go into the collection. Back to the graphics talk though, Super Monkey Ball does actually still hold up extremely well in that department. They aren't all that texturized, but they look a heck of a lot better than what the Nintendo 64 could offer at the time. This game is sort of like Marble Madness for the 21st century. A game like this would need an excellent physics system, which it has down to a T. It's really hard to explain how natural this game feels, especially with the rumble feedback. It really just feels like the characters have momentum and weight to them. This game wasn't just haphazardly slapped together for a quick dime, even though it was a launch title. No, the developers took their time and put much care into the development of this game. Another advantage to this game was the excellent control due to the accuracy and precision of the Nintendo GameCube controller's analog stick. It's hard to explain, but if you've ever played Super Monkey Ball, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't played it, you really need to experience it to catch my drift when I say that the control of Super Monkey Ball is so spot on, it's not even funny. You never ever feel like you couldn't complete a stage because of the controller. It always feels like you yourself made the mistakes. There are small touches to this game that also add to its overall enjoyment. The music isn't distracting, at least not to me. It gives you a little ear candy as you go through the stages. The checkered flooring on the stages is also very visually pleasing, and I have to say I like it a lot. The voice also seems encouraging, and it gives you a lot of confidence. Though I don't really like the timer. It makes a sound every second and just gets a tad annoying. Even the name input for high scores is pretty unique. Rather than have you just scroll through a menu to type it in, it allows you to roll around and hit the letters you need. Well, that's all I really have to say about the main part of the game, but wait, there's a lot more. There are mini games in Super Monkey Ball as well, one of which is bowling. It's fun, but still, it's pretty standard. To be honest, I was never really a fan of the bowling minigame. It seemed like a last-minute addition and not very well fleshed out. If you want to bowl, just stick to Wii Sports. On the other hand, I really do like the miniature golf minigame. Different holes are really fun, but I'd be lying if the control wasn't the best for this one. I do recommend it, but there are much better mini golf games. The fun is being real-life mini golf. The best feature in this game, aside from the story, is the party games, which there are 3 in total. Monkey Race is your standard kart racing-esque type of game. You roll around and pick up item boxes in the vein of the Mario Kart series. It's none too fleshed out, but I had a fair share of fun with it. The second game is Monkey Fight, which is really fun. Each monkey has a boxing glove, and the goal is to knock the most of them off the ledge. You get power-ups along the way as well. It's really intense, and I still do like revisiting this mode often with my brother. The third and possibly best minigame is also the most unique, Monkey Target. You start off on a ramp, roll off it to gain speed, and then you pop open the ball and glide. Then you shut it and try to land on the board to get points. This mode is still great, and if it was fleshed out just a tad more, it could probably be a standalone title. Overall, revisiting Super Monkey Ball is a treat. The sequel Super Monkey Ball 2 is also very good, but Sega got greedy and ran this franchise into the ground, with a number of bad sequel and spin-off titles. It's a shame, really. So if you're gonna play Monkey Ball game, just stick with the original for the GameCube.
Thanks for watching this episode of Game Reviews by James. I hope that you will check back later for more reviews.